Right. One of the first things it did to get into power, Spain sent an army to reconquer Mexico. He was a Spanish officer. He put down the insurgency, then turned around and joined sides. He put his finger up to the air and left the Spanish military and joined Revolucion. Independent Mexico was, and then became an empire. They got rid of the Empire of Spain and became their own empire. Who the fuck is leading this? You know who's leading this? A fucking Roman Catholic priest. Oh, he's only Miguel Hidalgo. He's not Father Hidalgo. He's Don Miguel Hidalgo. Are you fucking kidding me? The godfather of Mexican independence, a fucking Roman Catholic priest. The godfather of Mexican independence. The very first emperor of Mexico. Augustin de Iturbide. I don't even know how to pronounce that. How can you possibly put a Spanish spin on that name? I don't know. Born on the fucking Jesuit birthday. What a the first emperor of Mexico. Mexico birthed by a Catholic priest, and its first emperor born. It's the Jews, Johnny. Oh, it is the Jews, Johnny. Because right now, the one leading Mexico is literally a fucking Jewish female. You cannot make this up. And if you fall for that, how big a fucking dumbass moron are you? To not see her as a fucking it's the Jews puppet. Of course, he's named after Saint Augustine. Executed at 40. Born on the Jesuit birthday. Entered his presidency on the day after his birthday. And as soon as this piece of shit, Santa Anna, put his finger to the wind and said, oh, you know what? I'm not an imperialist anymore. I'm a Republican. This is cute. He later admitted he didn't even know what a Republican was. He's just running after the trend. And so they deposed 27 September Emperor Augustine I. And his lordship took over. Check this shit out. Mexico, the joke that is in Mexico, the turmoil, the faction fighting. Republic was torn by endless factional struggles, not merely between cliques and parties, but even different rights of the Masonic order. Santa Anna flourished in this revolving door of politics, having been a loyalist, it was synonymous with royalist, an imperialist, a reptilian, and a federalist, a liberal, a centralist, a conservative, and a follower of first the Scottish Rite and then the York Rite. Okay, who's really controlling all this? Here, the emperor helps himself, repulsing a Spanish invasion by simply confiscating whatever he needed. Because he was a man of the people. And then he blew himself on what a great general he was, what a great emperor he was. So, I don't know, do I be fair with this rabid, far left, Hispanic, almost certainly Catholic? This is extremely valuable for how prominent Freemasonry is admitted in Mexican, Texan history. And the Catholic Church is basically invisible. So I'll bet this fucker is either a Jesuit or a Catholic. I mean, Jesuit, lowercase Jesuit. The Catholic Church is invisible as a mover and shaker. Freemasonry, very prominent. Now, I'm going to continue to do my best to be honest. I immediately have a red flag that this piece of shit, and it's, as far as I can tell, the demonic Catholic Church and her Freemasonic hench frauds jerk themselves off all over slavery, which on the surface is, oh, so altruistic, so righteous. And when the Jesuit-owned Mexicans outlawed slavery, according to this twat, this pissed off the Texicans. I'm sure it's much more gray than that. Because what does this motherfucker completely ignore? What does this motherfucker completely ignore? Oblivious to this. What was the number one requirement for migrants to become Mexicans? What was the number one requirement for migrants to become Mexicans? To walk away from Christianity and become Catholic. Now, I have at least one source on that being a problem for Texicans over and above slavery. Now, was slavery a huge issue for the average Texican? What does slavery need to work? Money. Who were the real slavers? The motherfuckers that had money. The fucking inbred elite that had money. Did the average small family, were they slavers? Did they have money? Without doing too much research into it, that's just what Anatolia is screaming at me. Let's jerk off and let's go ahead and we'll guilt trip the wrong people again. Right. And we'll completely skip Goliad. Completely skip Goliad and jerk off again and again and again over the Alamo. And contrary, even though he mass murdered and bayoneted every survivor, he was extraordinarily charitable to the slaves and the women. What a great guy he was. Let's skip ahead to San Jacinto. Look at the way this fucking Hispanic leftist cunt writes all this. General Sam Houston played dirty. Everybody knew that the much larger Mexican army, they were on siesta. He should not have had an advantage. Honor Mexico. These fucking little commie-tard cunt that fucking wrote this. Sizing up the situation, the hero of Tampico grabbed the horse. Fuck you, I'm out. Fuck you, I'm out. The brave leader took off all his general shit, stripped down some poor bastard to become a peasant, and ran. And they found him. Now, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? They should have strung this fork-tongued, lying piece of shit from the highest fucking tree. For Goliad alone, but there were other massacres. He executed every single prisoner in the Mexican-American War. That's what his promise. That was his promise. You want to rebel? I will murder you even if you surrender. Even if you surrender. They should have immediately. Go ahead. Do the military tribunal bullshit. You know it's him and you know he's responsible. And I said, the little Freemasonic cunt that Texas, right? Isn't Houston the capital city of Texas? Texas? Capital. It's Austin. It's fucking Austin. It's fucking Austin. What did I tell you? That little Freemasonic piece of shit that everybody jerks off over, Sam Houston, just gave that immoral, criminal piece of shit, Santa Ana, a pat on the ass. Go home. Sign off your surrender, which the Mexican government will immediately ignore. And go on and get home. Scoot. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Every time this piece of shit was captured repeatedly, his punishment was exile. Every time. Because it's all an insider game. This mega corrupt criminal piece of shit. Lie, cheat, steal, murder, mass murder. This fucking Freemason piece of shit.